Hello, my name is Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited, and here is your daily technical analysis of foreign exchange markets.
Euro-dollar. An immediate countering bullish harami yesterday after the previous session's massive key reversal down and bearish engulfing pattern. The base of the action was within the wide congestion seen between roughly 106.36 to the May 2020 low at 107.66, dating from February to July this year. Specific support being seen at the April 2020 low at 107.25 and the May 2020 low at 107.66. Overall, we are still set to make a possible weekly key reversal this week, so if we close tonight either over 108.34 or under 107.93 would be on. The latter being more favoured as a possible weekly key reversal down, though yesterday's relatively high close did not help. If, on the other hand, we close in between 107.93 to 108.34, then we'd have a lesser outside weak pattern. Now, so far today, a reactionary move lower towards the May 2020 low at 107.66 and looking right now like the start of a bearish opening black Maribozo. Cable, aka sterling against the US dollar. An immediate countering bearish harami yesterday, quite a long one and worthy of the previous session's massive key reversal down and bearish engulfing pattern, though I suppose unsurprisingly capped by the mauve medium moving average currently at 129.95. It is a fresh move up and out of the recent October-based broken bear channel, currently 127.60 to 129.05, and I suspect that the bear channel's time is over. We still have overhead the potentials from the earlier break out of the bear channel of a primary target X for this pattern in the 131.12 area, just under the short medium moving average, currently at 131.33, plus the congestion at the 131.33 to 131.44 area, and the harder to reach secondary target X1 up in the 132.17 area. Overall, we are set up this week for a possible weekly key reversal pattern. Thus, if we close tonight either over 129.59 or under 129.26, then we'll be on. It's actually quite a narrow range. Anything in between that range and would have a lesser outside week. Now, so far today, a small pullback lower, looking like a possible bearish harami, if only just, and edging towards a possible outside week from the surprising weekly key reversal up position we found ourselves in last night. Below, we have some interesting support from the lesser Fibonacci line at 129 even, followed by the November 2020 low at 128.52. Euro sterling. A third bearish black crow yesterday, with prices dipping and closing below the August 2022 low at 83.38 and into a very recent congestion zone below that stretches from this August 2022 low down to the October this year low at 82.93. Most of this congestion is based within October this year. Now, further down we have congestion between 82.74 to 82.79. So far today, a limited attempt lower and looking right now like it did look like a small ball hammer pattern, but it looks like it's just expanding the range a little bit on the upside, possibly moving towards a bullish thrusting pattern. US dollar against the Japanese yen. An immediate countering possible bearish dark cloud cover pattern yesterday after the previous session's large key reversal up and bullish closing white Maribozo. Prices started basically in the middle of nowhere but turned lower, offering the opportunity for a possible pipe top over the last two sessions, but halting their decline at the bright red middle time, currently 152.49, was a very flat late December 23 to early August 24 bullish shift pitch walk, and the lesser Fibonacci line at 152.52. We are back now below the surprising lesser Fibonacci line at 153.40, and beyond the bright red middle time we have the slowly rising gold on the downside, that is, beyond the bright red middle time below we have the slowly rising gold long moving average, currently 151.70, and the recent 50% Fibonacci line at 150.76. Overall, we are still set up for this week to be a weekly key reversal, though prices have wandered into the territory of making an outside week right now. Thus, if we close tonight either over 152.98 or under 152.30, then we'd be on. Anything in between would have a lesser outside week. Now, so far today, a move up to the lesser Fibonacci line overhead at 153.40. That lesser Fibonacci line is actually quite interesting. And down to the bright red middle time, and looking a little bit indecisive right now to mildly bearish. US dollar against the CNH, the offshore Chinese yuan. An immediate countering bearish harami. A very, very large bearish harami after the previous session's even larger key reversal up and bullish engulfing pattern. Prices dropped back down below both the gold long moving average, currently at 1981, and the mauve medium moving average, currently 715.84, as well as the bright red neckline, currently 715.06 of the late August to late October reverse head and shoulders pattern. Finally stopping at the recent 50% Fibonacci line at 714.02 and closing ever so slightly under the bright red neckline. Now, I'm reserving judgment on this reverse head and shoulders pattern as well as the October-based dark blue ascending wedge pattern until I see the outcome of one other pattern, and that's the possible weekly key reversal here for this week. You see, we are set up right now for such a pattern, and it would depend on whether prices tonight close over either 713.85 or under 713.39, a narrow range actually to determine whether this was a weekly key reversal up or down. Any closing between those levels would make it a lesser outside week. Now, so far today, a reactionary move back up over the bright red neckline and the mauve medium moving average, as well as the lesser Fibonacci line at 718.06, but stalling ahead of the combination overhead of the May 2020 high and the gold long moving average. We're also looking very much like a possible weekly key reversal up right now. US dollar against the Mexican peso. An extraordinary session yesterday with a bearish black Maribosa after the previous two sessions indecisive doji crosses, the most recent session being also an outside day. The prices were capped by the October 2022 high at 2017.20 and dropped down and significantly closed below the following. The August 2024 high at 20.0445, the bright red lower time currently at 1999.81 of the very important big picture April to July bullish shift pitch walk, and the 1987.75 to 1991.31 congestion zone that is now resistance. Prices also dipped below the combination of the dark blue lower time, currently at 1981.67, of the recent mid-August to mid-September bullish shift pitch walk, and the purple neckline, currently 1983.57, of the late July to late September lopsided head and shoulders pattern, a head and shoulders continuation pattern, as well as a congestion at 1979.14. But we ended up closing within that congestion zone. I suspect the April 2022 low below the market at 1971.68, and especially the rising green short medium moving average, currently at 1968.87, managed to stop the fall any further. Nevertheless, we are set up this week for a possible weekly key reversal. Thus, if we close tonight either over 2026.70 or under 20.0120, then we'd be on. Anything in between would have a lesser outside week pattern. Right now, and surprisingly to some observers, we're looking at a possible weekly key reversal down here. Now, so far today, not much, with the market getting stuck in the congestion around the dark blue lower time, the purple neckline, and a congestion at 1979.14. If the bright red bullish shift pitchfork is to play any further role in this market, then prices need to repair the damage done to it, especially the lower time, swiftly and right now. However, it does not look like the market is that interested at this time.
Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.